Welcome back to this Konghead build series. Today we'll drop in the gears into the transmission, then we'll combine the two chassis pieces together. Let's jump right in with these three idler gears. I got these ready in the previous video if you want to go back and watch that. I'm grabbing three of these shorter shafts. They need some grease before we use them. We're going to put all three gears onto this side of the chassis. Make sure the bearing seats flush with the gear. Alright, the idler gears are done. Everything spins freely. Now let's start working on the counter gears. Let's do these two. They're going to be the taller gears. Same thing, we're going to put some grease onto the shaft. Then we're going to seat the gear into the chassis and make sure the bearing stays flush. Next, let's work on this gear that connects to the center differential. Let's do this one and that one. Put grease on this final shaft. The last one's actually going to be one of these. And that's it. We finished putting all the gears into the chassis. And you will have two leftover gears we're not going to use for now. Let's figure out how to close this up. Of course, we're going to need the other side, D2. We also need the dirt covers like the other side. You put them on the same, except the small piece is going to be flipped. I still don't understand why this gearbox is just not sealed. Whatever. Let's build the arms. Don't forget to line up the two notches on the upper arms. And you mount them the same way as the other side. I need a minute to make sure I'm putting this on the right way. Okay, I think I got it. One last thing is to put on the bearings. I think we're ready to put them together now. Let's bring this back. Let's try to snap these together and make sure I built it correctly. We need to find 12 of these MA2 screws. We gotta figure out where all these screws go. This is very tedious, so use an electric screwdriver if you got one. Alright, let's tidy up a bit before we mount the motor. Alright, first we have to pull off this rubber sleeve. Then we need to line up the motor plate with 2 holes on the motor. Make sure the holes line up. Next is to put on the pinion gear. We need to put on the set screw. And line that up with the flat side of the motor shaft. The manual says for proper gear mesh, the top of the pinion gear needs to be 14 millimeters from the motor body. That's close enough. Now I'm going to tighten the set screw. So according to this, we'll be using the 18 tooth holes. So it should be the top and bottom one. This, and just double check this one right here. Let me show you an easy way to line up the holes with the screws. So I'm just going to put a mark on the side of the motor where the holes are. Just like that. You don't need a big mark. And now I can see where the holes are, and it's a lot easier to line them up with the screws. Having those marks makes it really easy to line up. I hope you use that trick and let me know if it worked for you. Let's find that part. F3. And the last thing is to put this piece onto the front of the chassis. I believe this is the front bumper mount. I think it goes like that. Let me turn this around. And I think this is going to take 4 screws. Alright, I think that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.